where there's been exchanges of gunfire. I'm still here. I don't have any holes, so we can guess what happened to the other guys.
Oh my days.
My man's on some John Wick things, you know.
Oh, it's crazy. And he said that so smooth. It's like, yeah.
So smooth. Yes, my people, welcome back to Up Entertainment. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Papa Prestonus, and I'm always joined by my partner in crime, Mr.
Yes, sir, it's your boy, Jay.
You fool! Yeah!
You must know, bruh. We coming hard this time, and this time we are reacting to a Unilab video called Bodyguard Explains How He Protects the Rich and Famous. You know what I'm saying? We see how it is, you know, to be a bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? You know,
let's get it.
I actually, you know, after watching White House Down, I actually wanted to become a bodyguard, like a Secret Service bodyguard. Then I realized that you have to be American first of all to do that, so that went down the drain.
The way you like, so that went down.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it.
My next bit of kit, not necessarily going to be that obvious, but it's a phone. I had a very well-known Hollywood celebrity that was single, so it was very handy to give him one of these with a pay-as-you-go SIM, which made his life a lot easier if he was giving out his numbers to new friends.
That's a tiny ass phone, bro.
That is, that is. Unilad, 6 minutes with none other than a bodyguard.
Why are you changing your accent like that, bro?
The types of threats that I've had to deal with have been so far-reaching and varied, from individuals that have had...
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Stalkers or fixated persons through to terrorists.
Terrorists.
Depending on where you are in the world will depend on whether you're going to be armed or not. I've been in ambushes with local bandits in places like Iraq and in Africa where there's been exchanges of gunfire.
Yes,
I'm still here. I don't have any holes, so we can guess what happened to the other guys. If you're having to still Iraq and in Africa where there's been exchanges of gunfire, I'm still here. I don't have any holes, so we can guess what happened to the other guys.
Oh my days.
My man's on some John Wick things, you know.
Oh, it's crazy. And he said that so smooth. It's like, yeah.
So smoothly, bro.
You can guess what
some
happened to
John
other
Wick
guys.
things. Yeah,
That's crazy.
If you're having to start producing firearms in a situation, something's gone very badly wrong in the planning. The close protection is probably 99% boredom, 1% excitement. You need to be able to react very quickly in that 1% and turn from the nice guy to the warrior in a nanosecond. One of the first things that I would always suggest that you have is a pen. Every good operator has a pen. And a tactical pen,
You know what that
is
reminds me
doubling
of?
up on that option.
What?
That pen, it reminds me of John Wick actually. In the first
Yeah,
one, when
because
he
my man-
killed. How many people
My
did he
man
kill?
kills people with a. He killed 4 people in a bar with a pencil. It's either 3 or 4. But imagine.
With a
With
pencil.
a pencil.
With a pen, not even a pen.
A tactical pen being a steel pen, which allows you to break glass, maybe to emergency escape a vehicle. I'll leave the rest to your imagination what you can do with a steel pen, but very handy for making notes.
Do you see what he's saying? This guy
My
is
next
really,
bit of kit.
He's like, yo, this guy's dangerous, bro.
Hey!
This guy.
Yeah, interrogations with a pen. Torture with a pen. Oh, we see you, my guy. We see you.
A tactical torch. If you are coming out of a situation or a building with a celebrity where there is some very intrusive paparazzi, the strobe on this is especially good, because what that will do is blind your assailants very, very quickly. A personal attack alarm. Amazing how many guys will turn around and say, don't really need a personal attack alarm, isn't it? Surely for the ladies. Well, chaps, you're limiting your thinking. These can also act as fantastic intrusion detection. Let's say you're protecting a principal in a particular venue. You can't control one particular door, or no one can find the key to lock it. Fix this to one side, fix this to the other side. If someone opens the door, the pin comes out, and you've got an intrusion alarm.
Yo, that's smart.
My next bit of
That's
kit,
hella smart.
not necessarily going to be that obvious, but it's a phone. I had a very well-known Hollywood celebrity that was single, so it was very handy to give him one of these with a pay-as-you-go SIM, which made his life a lot easier if he was giving out his numbers to new friends. One of the core skills that you need to have in this game is instinct and intuition. And it's our
Yes,
instinct
forward,
and listening to it and reacting
huge
to it,
one.
which is critical,
Oh my
not just
days.
in this job, but
Nah,
generally in our lives. And it's one of the fundamental elements we have as human
shiny as
beings
well.
that protected us way back in the days when we used to live in caves and fight saber-toothed tigers. You could be picking up on a behavior, a face in a crowd, someone who's walked into a room, someone who's turned up at a venue, that gives you that feeling, and enough for you with your spidey senses to just go, I'm just going to keep half an eye on that person.
Can you go through a specific incident where you had to protect someone?
When you're with your principal, your responsibility is to keep them alive.
Oh, they call the people
They
that
call the main,
yeah.
they call the celebrity or like the main person their principal. That's actually low-key, that's low-key quality, bro. I'm gonna start doing that.
But you're not a bodyguard.
When I get a babes, when I get a queen, I'm gonna call her my principal. Wait, no.
What did he say?
That's kind of weird, bro. No. No, that's kind of weird,
that.
bro.
Scratch that. Let's run the tape. Oh my god.
Headmaster.
That's what we get paid for at the expense of your own. And I remember one particular very, very well-known international celebrity that I was taking through an arena, and this huge woman grabbed them in a bear hug, and this poor guy, he was held in there. And for me as a close protection officer, I wasn't comfortable with the situation anyway. But then trying to extricate him from this giant was a heck of a job, because you've got to bear in mind there's always going to be cameras, whether that be the press or just people with their phones, that they're going to record absolutely everything. And there's me battering someone to get my principal out, only if it was life or death and I could fully justify it. Other than that, you've got to be as discreet and gentle as possible. Anybody who comes into this business needs to learn how to be a chameleon in many ways. With a corporate executive,
I thought you said
you want to
chameleon.
present yourself much like one of their assistants or associates or colleagues, not as their protection officer. One of the techniques that I've always used is where a principal doesn't want you to be too close to them, was I turned to this very, very well-known industrialist who turned around to me and said, look, Will, I don't want you too close. And I said, real simple, boss. You have your fingers, you put them together when you're talking to people. If I'm too close to you, draw your hands apart as you're talking. I'll be watching, and that means I'm too close. If you feel I'm too far away, however, bring your fingers together. And he loved it, and I've used it ever since.
Wow, that's mad, bro.
Small
I have to care about my principal. If I'm going to be working every hour round the clock, if I'm going to be putting my life at risk, I've got to care about that principal. But I've got to care about the role that I'm doing rather than necessarily the individual themselves. But if you don't, and you have a principal that is potentially reckless and dangerous, when it all goes horribly wrong and there's blood on the wall, you're the guy who's going to get blamed.
Damn, that's kind of scary though.
But to think that people like this, they live with hits out on them, bro. Like death threats and all that nonsense. They live with this type of shit flying at their head, bro.
Fair.
Like, imagine how you must, like, you could literally, as a bodyguard, you could be sleeping, yeah, and literally, like, you know, you have to think about these, like, whoever it may be, like, just coming for you at the night because you're a bodyguard and maybe killed their homie or maybe killed their
Yeah,
their
I think
gang member.
I think it always
You know what I
it
mean?
depends on who you are protecting. First of all, like if you're a celebrity, I don't think you got death threats, but no one's gonna really act on them if you're a celebrity bodyguard.
No,
But
no,
if
I'm
you-
talking about him as a bodyguard, like the amount of things he gets himself. Because obviously he's, like he said there, he's had to shoot people. He's had to.
Yeah, but
he's had to,
that's because he was
protect-
protecting like big names, like what's it? Like he was
Exactly.
protecting not celebrities. He was protecting like generals and all of that stuff. Then,
Yeah, but now what I'm saying is
then
he must go
obviously,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
It depends.
go
It
see,
depends.
like,
Yeah, it
people-
depends on who you're protecting.
Yeah, my people. Interesting, you know? Life in a bodyguard. Eyes through a bodyguard. Very interesting. Here from Up Entertainment, as per usual, providing you with the entertainment you so very much need, especially during lockdown. It's been your hostess with the mostest, Papa Prestonus. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Joined by my partner in crime.
So, it's been your boy, OJ. And we'll see you at the next one. Just remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, sir. Oh my. Yo, we're making so much work. Like, this is so nice.